We've been with a group of women who are in recovery from drug and alcohol misuse, and we're using the woods as a chance to build well-being, resilience, self-esteem. It's run by women for women, which when it comes to the outdoors is quite a rare thing, I think, particularly when it comes to sort of making fire and whittling things with knives and using tools, and just being outdoors in all weather isn't something that's traditionally offered to women as a first thought. Nature in itself is therapeutic, and we're sort of very clear that it's not us doing something magic. It's a lot of it is the fact that they're in a woodland
and they're not surrounded by only people who also have those issues. It's something that they look forward to because it's completely different from all of those other projects.
We hear a lot from the women in the group that AA and all the other supportive groups have their place, but I think these women don't want to focus on their problem as much. They want to be able to come away and use this as just a sort of a therapeutic environment where they don't have to focus on their problems, they can focus on something really positive.
I think quite often if you're sort of part of a process, like a system, I suppose, that maybe that gets
there's a lot of
forgotten.
stigma attached to people, so you're going to a place where by walking through the door it's known that you have an addiction, so you're very in a way disempowered. We have a walkway here that's marked out, and probably this time next week we might have quite a large sort of entrance way, and we've not told anyone that's what we're doing. It's just sort of happening in the background around us. Ownership over the space.
Yeah, like the dream catchers as well, we made them because it's kind of something nice and fiddly to do, and it's quite simple and it looks nice, and we thought, they'll take them home, and they're like, no, we want to hang them in the woods because it's our woods.
We're hearing that they go back to their doctors, and their doctors say, you're a new woman, you've completely changed, and that's after even a couple of weeks.
One of the ladies said today that she'll go home today and she just enjoys sitting all afternoon and reflecting on what she's done today, and then she starts looking forward to next week, so that gives her that constant focus, so that she's not having to, she doesn't think that that's the end and that it's never going to happen again.
They'll come out with something very deep and very personal, and it gets discussed in this little sideways conversation that's sort of very
non-confrontational.
And then we move on, and there's no sort of pressure for them to make a decision or to tell us anything in particular.
When you see somebody making such massive steps in their life,
and you feel quite privileged. I mean, some of the things that we're told, really personal things about how they're doing, you do feel very privileged to be a part of this and to be able to share it with people. Almost every single person that we've got here has come to us and said, I have been this number of days without alcohol because I didn't want to be drunk when I got here, or because I knew that I could go for a walk instead and look at flowers in people's gardens, and that made me feel great, and I had loads of confidence, and I knew I didn't need the bottle. So even without us ever bringing up alcohol or anything like that, they're all deciding on their own that they don't want to carry on drinking as much because otherwise they wouldn't be able to come here and they wouldn't be able to give it all of their attention. I mean, we're not counsellors, we're not telling them what they should and shouldn't do, but they process on their own, okay, well, I'm strong enough to do this, but actually maybe not that. It's about coming out into the woods and actually being comfortable and enjoying it and starting to learn about what you're seeing, listening to the sounds around you and learning what the birds are, rather than surviving through the night.
The woods aren't a scary place to be, and the skills that you need to thrive in the woods aren't actually that difficult. It's not a macho environment, in fact it's anything but macho, isn't it? It's
fun. It's fun, you just got to get out there and experience
and the skills like firelighting and using knives are actually really simple. You just need someone to show you how to do it, and then it's completely recreatable.